Hey everybody, it's Big K Experience on the Spilt Milk Show on the B, and I'm doing it again. I can't help myself. Today we got 12 things to move on from to have a happier life. And I'm going to tell you all about it, all coming up, along with the reporter that got slapped on the butt and what's happening to the dude that did it, and of course a little bit about my life, all right here on the Spilt Milk Show. Alright guys, so as you know, I was moving. I moved out of the house I was in because the dude there sucked. And he put a tennis ball in front of the door so he knew when I came and left. He was a super clean freak. He found a crumb on the table and had me come look at it. The way he wanted me to throw away water bottles was I had to crush them and put the lid on them so that they're airtight, which is a good idea and everything. But he didn't have to put up on the table a breakdown of how you do it. And tell me, I don't understand why you don't like to save trash space. Like that I don't get. That's what he said to me. I was like, wow, that's a little hardcore, brah. To be a little overly upset over water bottles. That's kind of stupid. All right, so I finally moved out. I got most of my stuff over there. But of course I forgot a chest of drawers and some stuff inside of it, which you better not fool with. Here's the thing with the chest of drawers though, right? So I get this chest of drawers. I open it up. It's one of those box sets from Walmart or whatever. I pull everything out, and a few of the boards inside of it don't have holes in them. So I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make my own holes, because that's the way I do things. And the box is so old, I didn't open it for a year, I guess. So I can't return it or anything, or ask for spare parts, because I don't have the receipts or anything like that. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if it came from Walmart. So I decided I'm gonna drill the holes myself. Freehand. Nope, terrible idea. A wood craftsman, I am not. Carpenter, I am not. I tried to build tree stands, destroyed those things, and they were fabricated tree stands, so it's not like I had instructions. I just got some pieces of wood, measured them out. One of them was 2.5 inches wide when it was supposed to be 4. The other one was 7 inches wide when it was supposed to be 4. So carpentry is not my jam. So I decided now that I also cannot drill holes in order to put together a chest of drawers. I know what you're thinking, how hard is it to drill straight down? Bam! Obviously difficult because I was cockeyed like that. Boom! Destroyed it. Ruined. I'm gonna try to fix it, but I don't know if I can, so I'm just gonna kind of roll with the punches here and see what happens. Dude, my eyes are so blurry lately, and I think it's because I've been working at a Christmas tree lot and all the antihistamines and all that kind of good stuff is destroying my senses here. But it is so hard for me to see my news report that I'm like sitting there going like this, trying to get closer, as close as I can, squinting my eyes. So you're gonna have to excuse me today because I need to get some different eye drops or something, or some of those moisture ones, because my eyes are so dry right now that it's really hard to see through my contacts.
Did you know Valley View Medical Center's mission is making communities healthier? We do that by offering a spectrum of services locally. Whether you need emergency care, elective surgery, intensive rehab care, aquatic therapy, or general lab or imaging tests, Valley View has you covered. And our staff will treat you with the compassionate care and respect you deserve. To learn more, go to valleyviewmedicalcenter.net.
So 12 things to move past from in life. Okay, this is according to Men's Health, all right? Number 1, her sexual past. All right, listen, as long as she didn't get a communicable disease, they say, basically she just worked up the experience to where you're gonna benefit. So good for you. I mean, and to be honest with you, if you could have slept with as many women as she slept with dudes, probably, you would have done it. So don't be jealous, don't be upset. Now, if she has slept with every single one of your friends and that's gonna be awkward for you, obviously do not jump on board with this situation, because that eventually is going to come up. Your friends are gonna be like, oh, I remember when she used to do that, or oh, she's gotten better at that, and things like that, you know? I mean, they shouldn't because they're your friends, but they're also guys, so guy talk gets a little risque, obviously, and I don't want them talking about my lady, so I'd be a little upset over it. You gotta remember that sort of thing. But if you're gonna date a chick that's dated a few of your friends, that's the kind of situation you're gonna put yourself in. However, if you've dated a girl that has been with quite a few dudes, and you find out about it, you got to decide whether or not that's a big deal to you, and how many of those guys you're actually going to be hanging out with, which is probably going to be none. So I don't understand why it's a big deal to you. You got to get over that sort of thing, you know what I mean? It's just sex. It's not that big of a deal. It's just an action, and that's what the problem I think with a lot of relationships is. is that sex is an event rather than an action. It should be an action to keep everything alive and happy. Guys really, really, really like sex. That is the God honest truth. So for a woman to make it an event that you have to work for, but then you find out she gave it away to a bunch of other people for free, but you, the guy she loves, you have to work for it, that is going to make you upset. So if you just make it an activity, something you do on the regular, something you have fun with, then it will make your lives a lot better, I think, rather than something you have to work for, because it's not right to tell a guy that you love him and you think he's the greatest thing in the world, and then he finds out you gave it away to some dude you barely even know that probably didn't have a job. I'm just saying, if that's the kind of girl you are. I don't know. I don't want to be judgy. But this is more for guys. So guys, listen to me. No matter how many dudes she slept with, she's sleeping with you now, and that's all you got to worry about. Number 2, your parents' failability or fallability. Your therapist is tired of hearing how you had to take French horn lessons. Get over it. The things your parents made you do, like my dad made me play football up until the point where I had to actually get into the team, tryouts, Hell Week. I bombed those like nobody's business. I wanted no part of football. I hated having to go to practice all the time. And the guys on the football team weren't that cool. I didn't like hanging out with them. So I never played football as soon as I had the opportunity to fail in Hell Week. I did with flying colors, and I appreciate it. But blaming your parents for everything they forced you to do, especially if they forced you to learn something, not exactly the worst thing in the world. Stop crying about it. How about your own fallibility? Sometimes sucking at something, but doing it anyway, it's fun. And I know, because that's why they call me the Big K Experience, because I'm willing to experience anything, and because I am an experience when I go there. Because I will try something to the best of my ability, including carpentry, which obviously did not work out for me. But I try stuff to the best of my ability because I enjoy the idea of trying new things. I enjoy the hobby of finding new hobbies. So just because you're gonna suck at something doesn't mean you should try it. Like all those times you're quiet in a room because you don't want to sound like a dumb one, who cares? You'll learn faster than everybody else if you ask questions. So that's what you want to do. That's how you want to be in life. You'll learn more things if you try more things. And you'll find out more things about yourself and what kind of person you want to be if you're doing so. So I don't know why you're sucking and just sitting in the background. That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't make sense, ladies and gentlemen. The knowledge that life has more violent swings than Mike Tyson. Learn to deal with it. Life does have a lot of hard swings. I know, I lost my wife. Obviously, I've changed jobs. There's lots of things that go on in your life that are going to make your life more difficult. The key is to fight the good fight. You know what I'm saying? Is to get in there and take on the world as best you can. And when you do so, all of a sudden you start to become a better person. When you realize life might knock you down, but I think there's some quote that says, the measure of a man is how quickly you get back up. So learn that, understand that, and understand that there is times in this world you're going to fail, and you're just going to have to learn how to do better. That college rival, ex-girlfriend, ex-boss, jerk who cut you off in traffic, you still resent. They don't deserve that level of devotion from you, do they? Do they? Do they? I don't know. But there's some people in this world that I still resent. I'm trying to let go of it. That's one of the things, if you've ever been in an anonymous program, they give you the 12 steps, and the 4th step is noticing that. But not just noticing how many people have screwed you over, because trust me, the list gets long when you really think about it. But it's how you were involved in that, how you allowed that to happen. So anytime someone makes you upset, you allow that to happen. You know those people that are always calm all the time and always in a pretty good mood? That's because that's the way they want to live. All right, they don't let little things bother them. So that's how you got to remember life. You got to stop letting little things bother you and start becoming the tough guy that you know you are, and you can handle it. And it's not going to destroy you. Unless it's a life-threatening illness, then thumbs up. I've never had to face that, so I don't know what that kind of situation is going to feel like. So I salute you 100% for being courageous at all with a life-threatening illness and not just freaking out. You know what I mean? But as far as day-to-day stuff goes, your girlfriend breaks up with you, you lose your job, your dog dies. Maybe your parents pass away. Those are all things that are going to happen in your life, so you got to realize, I got to get better at that. And I think I got a little sidetracked there. Or the girlfriend cheats on you, I should say. Your boss fires you. More negative stuff rather than just generalized things, Your dog runs off. Basically, if your life's a country song, you need to get over the people that made it the country song. All right? Move on with your life, son. The neighbor's holiday party. I know you don't want to go because they're a bunch of beer-drinking hockey watchers, and nobody watches hockey, right? But here's the thing. Attending these events makes for a peaceful border around your neighborhood. That's the one thing America doesn't have anymore is these, friendly neighborhoods, these groupings of block parties and things like that. Not that I see anyways. Every neighborhood I've moved into, I barely even know my neighbors, and I'm a talkative person. And they usually do not want to talk to me because I am not involved in their lives in any way, and they want to keep it that way. More power to them. All I'm saying is, give me a moment of your time, gosh darn it. I want to throw a block party with the barbecue and all that kind of good stuff. Assuming what neighborhood you live in. I've lived in neighborhoods where I didn't need to know anybody else in that neighborhood. Sorry, I had to take a break there for a minute. My mouth decided it didn't want to work anymore in life. Monday morning, nothing makes for a killer Friday like a productive Monday. I hate people that talk like that, so I'm sorry, but it's one of the truths of the 12 steps that we're talking about right here. 12 steps to making your life happier. This is one of them. Your rock star fantasy, you know what comes with groupies? The clap. Remember what we talked about at the top of that list? Remember that girl, how many guys she's been with? How many girls you would want to be with? Remember how I said that? Yeah, that's what rock star status gets you, and you know that's why you want to be a rock star, not because you make great songs. Your girlfriend's flaw. Cut her a break. She endures your quirks, maybe even indulges them. Return the favor and throw in a Prada bag. Get her something nice. Indulge those little quirks of hers. If she's a collector of purses, get her some purses. Or get her those shoes she needs for work. Whatever it is that makes her happy, that's what you should be trying to do. Because happy wife, happy life, of course. But it's also, there's a great feeling when you do something nice for somebody naturally and biologically speaking, dopamine's released in your brain. So it gives you a high in order to do something nice for someone. So why you wouldn't want to do it to the person you're supposed to love or want to spend most of your life with, or at least the next few weeks with, why not do it? Enjoy yourself and enjoy your time. The daily grind. Define your priorities with a firm hand, and other people will stop setting them for you. I'm sorry. I don't really know what that means. So the daily grind, define your priorities. Yeah, I guess do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. All right. Mortality. Men stare death in the face with terror, with bravery, with incomprehension, with loathing, with honor, but we all still bite the dust. You will too. That was sad. That was a sad way to end it. I'm gonna live forever personally. If not physically, in people's memories, and I'm gonna just leave myself a legend. That's what you gotta aim for, I think, is how are people gonna remember you? What kind of person do you wanna be remembered by? Do you wanna be remembered by maybe lowlifes, barflies, stuff like that? Or maybe if you were that rock star status, some hookers? Or do you want to be remembered by people in your community that actually believed in you and believed in what you did and wanted to be like you? That's the kind of person I would like to be. I remember I decided one day that I was no longer going to party anymore because every time I partied, I never did anything great. I spent all my nights going out, coming home, getting up for work, going to work, going out, blah, blah, blah. But I never did anything of worth. Nothing I could just run around and tell people about it or be prideful about it or tell even my mom about it. It wasn't worth talking about. So that's not the kind of person I want to be. I want to achieve greatness. I want to be remembered in this world, and so that's what I'm going to do. So when you want to live forever, that's the way you're going to do it, by the way people remember you and what kind of impact you left on your community. So be impactful and live forever. All right, so the lady that got her butt smacked was Alex Bozarjian. I don't know what her last name is, but she got her butt smacked by a youth minister and a Boy Scout leader. While he was running by, he was just like, "Go team!" And she's like, "Oh my God, that's terrible." Well, she is pressing criminal charges against Thomas Calloway, 43, turned himself in on Friday and was arrested on misdemeanor sexual battery charge, which could earn him up to a year in jail if convicted. That's WSAV's Alex Bozarjian was working a live broadcast last Saturday on Savannah's Talmadge Bridge during the in-marker Savannah Bridge run when viewers could see her visibly distressed after one man ran by and appeared to grab her backside. Bozarjian called the runner out for exactly that in a later tweet and said she was mulling filing a police report, which she did with the Savannah Police Department. Bozarjian's complaint, I can't say her name for the life of me. I have no idea what it is. Complaint says that she described the smack as a smack and grab, advertising that he also grabbed her buttocks in the same motion. She stated she felt a sharp sting after the smack and advertised that it caused her to pause during the broadcast. Calloway tried to make amends, saying Alex, I am sorry. I did not mean to do this. I think you're a great, great asset to the community and to the local media and to the national media. You're very talented. You're an amazing woman from what I've gathered, and I apologize. Still, you think Calloway, a married dad of 2, who's also a youth minister and Boy Scout leader, would know better. He has been released on $1,300 bond. Obviously, you think you know better. He's a youth minister. So what are you supposed to say to the kids now? All right? What are you supposed to say to them? You're supposed to say, oh yeah, it's okay to smack and grab some lady's butt? You just lost all credibility, bro. Like literally, you are supposed to be held to a higher standard. I mean, a Boy Scout leader, you were shaping young minds and you ruined it. All right? You just said that it's okay to act like a fool in public and on camera and nothing should happen to you. An apology should be okay. Well, it's not okay. What you did was not okay. Now, whether or not you do that to a random friend of yours, maybe. But to a complete stranger, absolutely not. I mean, that is sexual battery. So what he did was stupid and appalling, and he's gonna suffer for it. And he's gonna hopefully lose his youth minister status and his Boy Scout status. You gotta imagine how many other people that maybe are new to the church that he's ran by and smacked on the butt just because he was at a race or because they're at a sporting event and he got away with it, and now he no longer will. So I don't know what kind of person he thought he was, but it wasn't the kind that should shape young minds. It's definitely not someone that they should look up to. It is more likely someone that they are supposed to be told not to be like. You know, they're supposed to be educated in how to act in society and societal norms, and that is not one of them. So you screwed that up, youth minister, whatever your name was, Thomas Calloway, and you just lost all credibility. And I hope he wasn't a good youth minister or a Boy Scout leader, like in all respects. Like maybe he was just one of those guys that did it because it was what everybody else was doing. Maybe his wife forced him into it, or he just wants to be that stand-up guy, or he just wants to meet a lot more ladies. You know, a lot of single moms with kids, or maybe some moms with the youth at the church. Who knows what kind of person he is? All I'm saying is, the kind of person he is, smacked and grabbed a girl's butt on live television that he did not know. Terrible idea, and obviously he's going to suffer some consequences for it. Thanks for being part of my experience. It's a Big K experience at the Spilt Milk Show on the Bee.